Well, good morning. It's Bobby here. A lot of folks have asked me my opinion of the upcoming county school board vote to raise the millage, to help benefit schools all across the county. My personal opinion is, everybody knows that I am die-hard Northport City Schools. That's got my NCS shirt on there. But that's still in the process from what I understand. I'm very passionate about Northport City Schools. That was even because I was mayor. That was not the only reason I was passionate, but as a dad, a granddad, a citizen of the great city of Northport, Northport's never going to be the city it can be until it has its own school system. Now, getting back to the February 14th, as far as the increase of the millage, that would be 8 mills more that the citizens of Northport have no say-so, no control, no voice as to where the money would be spent. I know the county school boards made presentations and showing what their proposals are and how they're going to rebuild the schools and all this stuff across the county, but we have no guarantees of that. If you and I were to go to a bank to borrow money to do something, then we'd have to fill out all kind of paperwork and all kind of agreements and all kind of contracts. It'd have to be definite things that's going to take place if we build or if we don't build. If we come up failing to do what we have said that we would do, but we have nothing that we can hold them liable for. I know during my time as mayor, there were 2, maybe even 3 different occasions where I went to the county commission on behalf and with the county school system to ask for an extension of the 1-cent sales tax to help out with education. They said, if you'll go up there with us, first thing we're going to do with this money is build a new Northport middle school, grades 6, 7, 8, and so I went the first time, and then they got the extension, and of course the school never happened. Other things were built. Then gullible Bobby, trusting Bobby, did it again with the county school board, and once again, what they told me was forgotten. Please go back up there with us again. First time we're going to build new Northport Middle School, grades 6, 7, 8. And once again, that was a falsehood, I would say. Having said this so far, and having said that, it's money that Northport citizens won't have any voice in, any control over. It would be just money that the county school board can use any school, any project, anytime they want to. And I'm not in favor of that. I am in favor of funding for the schools, but for the schools in Northport. I know that the city council, if it hasn't changed since I've been out of office almost a month, the city council could vote to put 5 mil property tax, vote that in, and all that money would go to the citizens of the schools in Northport. It would generate $1.7 million a year, according to the courthouse. I talked to them. The city council doing a great job as far as they're been giving out $300,000 for the past 3 years, $300,000 to schools in the city of Northport, which is great. I commend them for that. But if you add the $1.7 million that the 5 mills would generate, if the council was to do so, that would be $2 million a year that would stay strictly in Northport. And don't get me wrong, I love all the county schools. I love everybody. But my heart, my service is with the citizens of the city of Northport and the educational needs of the students that live in the city of Northport. Now that $2 million I'm talking about could not be touched by the county school board, and it would not it could not be taken away from funds that we're already getting from the county school board. We still have to be getting the same amount of money, which they're not spending much money on buildings. I haven't been for a long time, but it would just be gravy that a committee, and I would highly recommend Councilwoman Jamie Dykes, who's doing an awesome job, her and her committee, the Community Relations Committee, could supervise that $2 million a year. They could choose as to where to send it, where it's needed, and it would be a small start of a Northport city school system, which is still being researched as far as I know. But I think Jamie and the committee would do a great job administering that $2 million. But as far as the voting coming up on February 14th, even though I am for education, I'm for students, I can't vote for money that has no guarantees. None. They can present plans. This is what we want to do. This is what we want to do. But if they were to come up and say, "Hey, this will be built by such and such year. If this would be done. This would be done. This would be done." But they can't do that. There's you just can't. Now, another option, which I would greatly support, is why not create a Northport district of the county school systems, where any money generated within inside the city limits of Northport would be used in Northport, still under a separate branch of the county school system. If the city council so chooses to do something like that, let the people vote on something like that. But I know the county school board would not separate a Northport district. The only way we're ever going to get everything that we can get and everything that we can use and be the best city we can be is to have our own school system. But until that gets here, if the city council would vote the 5 mills in, or if the county school board was to create a Northport district like I was talking about, that would be a great start. But to vote to give 8 mills of property tax that there are no guarantees on and nothing that we can hold them to, I'll be voting no on February 14th. I love you.